Before you unpack the gimbal from the case, I recommend setting up 2 nano stands so that you have a place to hang the gimbal while you work on it. It's very hard to hold it and work on it at the same time. You can insert the nano stands into the middle of the hand grips. There's a hollow part, and it'll fit quite nicely. To prepare the camera, you want to make sure you have a battery and a memory card in already. And then you want to take the flip out screen and turn it, okay, so that you can see. Don't let it stay out like this because that's going to throw the balance of the gimbal off. It's got to be closed. Looking at the quick release plate, you'll see it has numbers marked on it. You want to align the 0 with the white dot that has been marked at the bottom of the camera. So we'll put the screw in place. You can use a coin to tighten it. And also check to make sure that the plate is square and straight with the lens. And then go ahead and tighten that down pretty well. Okay, so, and it is precise. It needs to be spot on the dot with the 0. This is probably the trickiest step, is getting the plate into the quick release mount. This is the lock, the quick release lock. This is locked and this is open, so make sure you open it. And you might want to take this tension plate and kind of just push it up a little bit with your finger because it's very tight. Okay, then we'll take the back of the plate. I'm going to slide it in back first, and you have to align it. I'll see if I can show you what I'm doing here. Okay, keeping that open, you have to align it into the track, start sliding it back, and then you need to use this safety switch, this catch, push that in and slide it in all the way, okay? Slide it back all the way. Now, take the lens cap off and make sure that the lens is not extended. See how the zoom extends it? Retract it all the way perfectly, okay? That's important for getting balance here. This is the one balancing step you have to do. Everything else has been pre-balanced. You have to slide this camera in the track, on the plate, until it's pretty much even. See how it's going top heavy there? So that means I got to pull it back a little. And it is very precise. You can use, sometimes you're just moving millimeters. Okay, a little more. A little more. Now that's pretty good, I would say. Once you have that, then go ahead and flip the locking switch here. See that goes forward, okay? And now, if everything's working well, you should have a situation where you can put the camera in any position and it will stay there. See how it rests there, upside down? See, that's how you know it's totally balanced. It works the same way side to side. You put it there and it stays. You see how it stays? Pretty good. You need to then plug the battery on. So this goes onto the copper contacts there. Okay. It's easy to get the orientation wrong of this gimbal when you're holding it if you're not familiar with it. So I've made some markings to help you out. When you have it properly oriented and facing you, you'll be able to read these markings, okay? Here's one here. If you can see it, it says left, right above the left hand grip. We have the same thing over here. This is right above the right hand grip. In the middle, we have something that tells you which way is up, so you don't hold it upside down. And then down here, we have another left and another right. Those should all be facing you. Okay, as well as the logo, KMTV, should be facing you. When you're holding it this way, and you can read all of those, and the left is on the left and the right is on the right, then you know you've got things in order. Then you can turn on the gimbal. It'll calibrate itself a little bit, finding the horizon, and then you're ready to go. Okay. Now notice a little problem. The camera's facing me. I have a joystick control here. If I want the lens to move left, I push it left. If I want it to move right, I push it right. If I want it to move up, I push up, and down, I push down. There's 3 different modes. If you press this button once, you enter follow mode. Okay, so I'm going to move this around and orient it as I want. Follow mode means as I move this, the camera will go with it. See? Look up, see? But slowly, it does it nice and slow. If I press this twice, it goes into a mode that locks 2 of the axes. Okay, so it'll follow left and right, but it will not follow up and down. And of course, it will never follow that. Okay? 3 presses, and it locks everything. Okay, so I can move it this way, right? I can move it this way, and the camera stays. So if I turn around, right? Okay, so I find most of the time the 2 modes that you use are, number 1, where it follows everything you do, or 3, where it's locked in. When you're done, turn it off, okay? Hang it up. And then a really important thing to do is to carefully, don't pull on the cords, okay? But pull on this red thing here, this mount. Carefully unhook the battery, okay? Again, don't yank on that cord. When you're ready to take the camera off, you're gonna unlock the quick release. Make sure you press this button over here, the quick release button, and I just usually slide it out, okay? And then press that button to let it come all the way out. You can take the plate off, making sure that the screw won't slide out through the hole. Just set it down the side of the phone. And then the gimbal basically goes in like this. This will turn to the side, and you'll see there's a little cutout here for this handle. Okay, so facing the cabinet, we have the handle turned to the left. We have the button up. We have the Came TV logo on the left, and this plate is in the middle. Okay, so that shows you how it fits in the case. And just make sure that the battery is disconnected. Double check it before you close this.